South Korea has long aimed to develop an indigenous high-performance combat aircraft, a goal aligned with its rapidly growing defense industry. Building on export successes like the T-50 and Fa-50, the country is now advancing the KF-21 Boramae, a 4.5-generation multi-role fighter designed to bridge the gap between legacy 4th-generation jets and 5th-generation platforms like the F-35. In May 2025, the first production airframe entered final assembly at Korea Aerospace Industries, with initial deliveries to the Republic of Korea Air Force set for 2026. Positioned as a cost-effective alternative to fighters like the F-16V, Mirage 2009, Typhoon, and Gripen-E, the KF-21 is also being marketed globally to nations seeking advanced capabilities without the political or financial burden of the F-35. KF-21 production begins in partnership with Indonesia. Formal mass production of the KF-21 began in July 2024, moving swiftly through component fabrication to reach fuselage join and final assembly less than a year later, an unusually brisk pace for a clean sheet fighter program. The rapid progress owes much to South Korea's use of highly automated digital tooling lines, first proven on the Fa-50 and refined with full digital twin modeling for the Boramae. The baseline production contract covers 20 aircraft, funded 60% by the South Korean government, 20% by a consortium of domestic primes led by Korea Aerospace Industries, and 20% by Indonesia, the official junior partner. Jakarta's participation has endured a rocky stretch of delayed payments, but on 13 June 2025 the two governments signed a revised project agreement that restructures Indonesia's outstanding share while guaranteeing it a future assembly line for its own air force. Development progress and prototype testing. Conceptual studies for what was then called KF-X began in 2011, but tangible development accelerated after 2015 funding approval. 6 flying prototypes, 4 single-seat and 2 twin-seat, have now accumulated more than 1,200 flight hours. Trials have enlarged the flight envelope to Mach 1.8 and 40,000 feet, validated fly-by-wire control laws, and demonstrated aerial refueling using a KUH-1 tanker. Static test articles have also completed ultimate load and fatigue testing equivalent to 8,000 flight hours. With the design judged 80% frozen, Korea Aerospace Industries plans to feed the test data directly into the production line, allowing incremental block upgrades without the redesign cycles that burdened earlier 4th-generation jets. The first low-rate initial production lots will therefore double as operational test platforms, giving the Republic of Korea Air Force an opportunity to refine tactics and maintenance processes ahead of full-rate outputs scheduled for 2028. Aircraft design and stealth characteristics. Boramae's external form resembles a hybrid of the F-35 and F-22, a broad-shouldered delta-light wing blended into a wide-beam fuselage, moderately canted twin vertical tails, and diverterless supersonic inlets. The planform, combined with extensive use of radar-absorbent composite skins and sawtooth panel junctions, is intended to yield a frontal radar cross-section well below that of legacy 4th-generation fighters, though still larger than a true 5th-generation platform. South Korea deliberately chose to balance survivability with affordability by carrying weapons on underwing pylons in the initial blocks. Only the follow-on KF-21EX will introduce internal bays and additional edge treatments to push the design's stealth quotient further. Propulsion is supplied by 2 98 kilonewtons class General Electric F414 to 400K afterburning turbofans license built by Hanwha Aerospace. In parallel, Hanwha has launched a 10-year, $5 trillion program to create a sovereign engine core that could drop into a mid-life upgrade around 2036, easing export restrictions tied to U.S. international traffic and arms regulations. Planned variants of the KF-21. K's product roadmap revolves around 3 principal variants. The KF-21EA is a dedicated electronic attack version based on the twin-seat airframe. By replacing the gun and several pylons with liquid-cooled jamming pods and side-lobe array antennas, it will assume a role akin to the EA-18G Growler, escorting strike packages and suppressing enemy air defenses. The KF-21EX emphasizes stealth, featuring flush-fitting ventral bays capable of holding 4 Meteor or advanced medium-range air-to-air missiles and up to 2 1,000-pound joint direct attack munition, bus a reshaped nose and serrated engine nozzles. Finally, the KF-21S is an export-tailorable baseline model offering customers a menu of radar, data link, and weapon options, including indigenous Korean standoff missiles or US-European munitions, depending on licensing constraints. Technical specifications and armament. The current production standard measures 16.9 meters in length, 11.2 meters in wingspan, and 4.7 meters in height, with 10,800 kilograms of internal fuel, giving a combat radius of roughly 1,000 kilometers on internal tanks alone. The F-414-powered airframe sprints to a projected top speed of Mach 1.9 and sustains 9 grams maneuvers across much of the subsonic envelope, matching or exceeding the agility of updated F-16's 10 external hardpoints can haul up to 7,700 kilograms of ordnance. South Korea has already signed integration memoranda covering MBDA's Meteor Beyond Visual Range missile, the Infrared Imaging System TAIL, and AIM-9X dogfight missiles, the Kinetic Energy Penetration Destroyer 350K Taurus standoff cruise missile for deep strike missions, Boeing's Harpoon Block II anti-ship missile for maritime interdiction, and a family of laser and GPS-guided bombs up to 2,000 pounds. Domestic weapons are also in the pipeline, including the Haejeon family of anti-ship missiles and Hyunmoo precision glide bombs, ensuring Seoul retains sovereign strike options even when export controls tighten. Avionics and advanced systems. At the heart of the cockpit sits a 20-inch single-panel panoramic display paired with a wide-area head-up display and a helmet-mounted sight, allowing pilots to cue high-off-bore sight missiles with a glance. Behind the glass, a Hanwha Systems gallium nitride active electronically scanned array radar provides simultaneous air-to-air, air-to-ground, and maritime modes, while an advanced infrared search and track turret mounted ahead of the canopy offers a passive means of detecting stealthy or electronic emission-controlled aircraft. Electronic warfare coverage comes from a digital receiver chain able to geolocate emitters and feed target data into the radar for high-speed queuing. All sensors fuse through an open architecture mission computer compliant with NATO's latest modular open systems approach, easing future upgrades. Secure communications include Link 16, a new Korean tactical data link K, and a satellite communications option packaged in a low-profile fairing on the dorsal spine. These systems combine to give the Boramae the sensor reach and situational awareness traditionally reserved for pricier fifth-generation jets. Strategic importance and export potential. Only a handful of nations, among them the United States, Russia, France, China, and now South Korea, have guided a fourth-plus-generation fighter from clean sheet to production. The Boramae success therefore carries weight far beyond numerical fleet recapitalization. Domestically, the project sustains more than 200 suppliers and is forecast to add $24 trillion, $18 billion to GDP over its production life, while putting South Korea's dependence on foreign combat air imports. Internationally, the KF-21 arrives at a moment of flux. Sanctions, logistic shortfalls, and combat attrition have undercut Russia's share of the export market. China's J-10C and J-31 continue to face suspicion over engine reliability and data security concerns, and many middle-income states view the F-35 as too costly in acquisition or sustainment. Dassault's Rafale, the big winner of recent competitions, cannot be built fast enough. Only 13 export aircraft rolled off French lines in 2023. Into this vacuum steps the Boramae, promising a fresh, competitively priced platform backed by South Korea's reputation for on-time delivery and robust after-sales support. If you enjoyed learning about South Korea's KF-21 Boramae and its growing role in the global defense industry, make sure to give this video a thumbs up to support the channel. Got thoughts or questions? Drop them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss our latest defense updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.